When people say they're blocked, it sounds like something external has shut the door. Like the words are there, waiting on the other side, and for some reason they just won't come through. But most of the time, that's not what's happening. Writers aren't usually blocked from writing. They're blocked from starting badly, from sounding stupid, from wasting time, from proving immediately that the idea in their head might not be as good on the page as it felt a few minutes ago. So instead of writing, they stall in ways that feel productive. They tweak the idea. They think a bit more. They open a blank doc and suddenly remember something they need to check. They scroll. They research. They convince themselves they're gathering momentum when really they're just delaying the moment of truth. Because writing always has that moment of truth, the part where the idea stops being perfect in your head and becomes real in front of you. Slightly awkward, slightly off, not quite what you meant. And if you're not careful, you can spend hours trying to avoid that first imperfect version. That's what writer's block often is. Not a lack of ideas, but a refusal to accept an imperfect first pass. There's also fear in it, but not always the dramatic kind people imagine. It's quieter. It shows up as perfectionism disguised as standards. It says things like, "This needs to be better before I start," or "I should wait until I know exactly where this is going," or "I don't have the right opening yet." But writing doesn't actually work that way. Clarity usually comes after you've written your way into it, not before. And sometimes block is just distraction wearing a nicer name, because it's easier to say you're blocked than to admit you're avoiding something that feels uncertain or slightly uncomfortable to begin with. The strange part is, once you actually push through and write the messy version, the one you didn't want anyone to see, the block usually disappears. Not because something unlocked, but because there was never a lock in the first place. Just hesitation sitting in front of the page, and that's the part most writers don't want to hear. The block isn't the problem. The first imperfect sentence is. Thanks for listening. Catch The Quiet Quotient on YouTube and all major podcast platforms, including the Substack app. To help us grow and keep supporting creators, please like, follow, and subscribe. Want to get in touch? Connect with me directly at jimhansonmedia.com.